Well, here we are back in Mittenrahm once more. At the end of another 2 weeks of building. As you can see, the windmill is finished. There's a little baby windmill and the little farmland is in place. I ended up restoring the stone walls back to the way that they were. I don't know, it didn't look right after I'd finished fiddling. It's not come out too badly. I was actually just looking at this and realised that probably do with that on all of them. And maybe this one could do with one being removed, perhaps. I'll take a look in a minute. But yeah, so I did some work on the road. I think all of the stonework is now in place. It maybe needs some tidying up. I keep forgetting I was in the middle of building this. Yeah, it's going to be some sort of market-like place, but I need to redesign the area. It may still be a through road. I also need to figure out where the other split in the road is coming. Also adjust this so that it comes across. May take this all the way up to here. I don't know. I've got this marked out to make some sort of lake area. Maybe like a raised wall, I think. I may fill in the dirt behind it. I don't know. I just sort of marked it out like it's supposed to be something. And then moved on to this bad boy. Well, actually, technically, I moved on to this. I put it here, but I decided I didn't really like it. It was a bit too cramped, too close to this. Also, not big enough. I wanted it to be a lot bigger. A little bit bigger anyway. Obviously got a lot bigger while building this. It's obviously very choppy and it's missing because it only builds on the actual land for the most part. So yeah, it kind of limited where the building would be. Just doing the middle part at the moment. I did make one mistake with this. It's not supposed to be wood transition. It's supposed to actually be stone all the way up. The wood transition will be on the external parts. It's not important, just the illusion of solidness. Now, there is one big question, and that is, what the hell is this? And the answer is, I don't know. I've been umming and ahhing about finding a place to put a proper museum building. The swamp didn't seem like a logical place for delicate artifacts. Delicate manuscripts. I don't know, maybe the moisture will do them good. Reducing the amount of treatment they need to keep them working, keep them stable. I don't know. I didn't think about industry. There are no industrial buildings here, except for a mining facility here, which is obviously not in the same place, so that doesn't help, but, you know, it's a bigger thing, so it could have been built afterwards, and the whole outer part of the city was built later. It expanded. That's the idea, so it's not completely unreasonable. So yeah, museum, factory, or production facility, transportation hub. At the moment, things are supposed to go dock over there, but that could be military and this could be civilian. The train station from the west comes under to here. Could divert it up here. It did also occur to me to install a square track going underground all the way around the city. At the moment, this goes from the lining actually will go directly to the main station in the east quarter. There, that building there. And it's actually a secondary track that you need to specifically take further away that will bring you up into this train station. There's also another train track that will go from this station to that building there with a very small bit of glass roof. So there's potential to come along now and add in a proper circle line, or at least, as I say, a squarish, possibly an octagon, something along the lines of where, just to move it out further, because I want to connect it with this, take it around to the main station, and then have it come around to the other southern station, and bring it around to the west, and from the west back here. So most of the nodes for this are in place. It's just a lot of digging underwater to get it to where I need it. Sorry, I said underwater, I meant underground. Most of it will be underground. This would be a concern. It would have to go quite deep to avoid the water. But having said all of that, that is not the final option. The fourth option is that this is actually just a living space. This is apartments. A special apartment block that I sometimes build, in which you will find all sorts of city stuff. Basically, an enclosed living space. They don't really need to leave to get things that they need or want done. That's the idea. So those are the four options, and I have not yet made up my mind. I've put this in, but this obviously wouldn't be able to stay here if it is a, at least if it's the mining facility. It could stay if it was the museum. And the arboretum obviously makes the most sense, and just sprucing up a living area. But I don't know that I'm going to make a final decision until I've finished building, which is probably a really bad way to do it, because, ultimately I am going to make a decision that may require changes. Oh, that can't come in there. I do know how the building will be finished. How the external and internals will interact. The finished vision of the building lends itself to being either the transportation hub or the arboretum more than the communal area. I don't think it would go up far enough to be the communal area. I usually build them much taller than this is. There'll be another 3 or 4 floors, 4 or 5 floors even. This one's only going to have another 2 probably. and then these bits will only come up to this level. So yeah, I'll have to see. I really don't know which way this is going to go. Anyway, that's all I've been up to for the last 2 weeks. As I say, this came along really well. There's a lot of work been done here. It's just obviously a big build, so it's all concentrated in one space. Very easy to show off all at once. But anyway, I shall say adieu and get on with some work.